Alright, so first off, especially to those of you that have seen my recent video, or my last video, you guys know that if I'm recording a video and uploading a video about Wiz, while simultaneously being on Wiz, while I'm recording a video about Wiz, talking about Wiz, playing Wiz, about Wiz, talking about Wiz, that there's something I have to say. There is something with substance that I have to relay to the viewer. And boy, do I have something to tell you guys in this video right here. Recently, there has been talk about bringing back tournaments in the summer update. Now, this is talk from the direct dev team of Wiz. You guys already know, I don't have to explain. But the reason why this is so important is because within these talks and within this public conversation that the devs have been having with themselves and talking about what they plan to do, because nothing is confirmed right now, right? It very well may not happen at all, which would be worst case scenario, but they are talking about wanting to bring to the game options for tournaments that players can create to basically simulate an old school setting of PvP. Now, already, neurons are firing off in your brain. Yo, what does this mean? Does this mean that old critical is coming back? Does this mean that old lore master is coming back? Will I be able to pack pre-enchants? Like, can I spam old Luminous Weaver once again in ranked PvP? Like, is this even coming to ranked, right? Well, let me just go ahead and actually play the clip of Ratbeard talking about this himself.
But we asked Vid to add tags to cards, and so we could categorize cards with one or more tags. So, for example, we could tag all of the current, Magic Wheel cards as 5th Age, as an example. Or we could even go more specific than that. We could tag them as Magic Wheel, right? And we could tag older cards as, 1st Age, 2nd Age, 3rd Age, 4th Age, 5th Age, whatever, however we want to tag these cards. And then the ideal application would be for players to, when players create their own tournaments, or when we do, when Kai does, but specifically, when players create their own tournaments, they'll be able to check a box, right? So in addition to things like, minimum and maximum level, do I want shads? Do I want crits? What kind of turn order do we want? We want old school turn order. I don't know why anybody would want that, but some people do. We check that box or not. We might allow them to. We're hoping that we can allow players to check things like take out all the Magic Wheel cards, take out all the Rochambeau. Okay, check it. We'll see if that works. No May casts, no will casts, no pets. We can do gear as well. You could, if you wanted to, you could run a no wands tournament. You could run a no shoes tournament. I don't know.
Now, okay, there's a lot that I want to say. So I'm going to try and compile what I want to say for the sake of not making the video too long. So what this means is that you could tweak settings like gear, pets, mounts, critical on or off, level range settings. So if you're a level 60, you could go up to like level 80 and create a tournament with rules where anyone from level 60 to level 80 can join. So this would kind of also revive levels like 30, 15, level 1 PvP, which is absolutely crazy. But here is the meat and the potatoes that everyone wants to actually listen to the video to find out. Is there an option to ban Rochambeau? Yes, there is. Is there an option to unrestrict all of the currently banned cards? Yes, there will be. If programming comes through and grants the devs requests to have these things done, we will also literally be able to not only unban all of the banned cards, but we will also be able to check a box that restricts all spell elements to tier 1. So OG spells only. Now I know some of the OG spells got changed So it would kind of like, it'd kind of be like an old school plus kind of experience, right? But there'd be no Rochambeau Echo mechanics for 55 shields. None of this crap, dude. None of this dog water. It would be like a second age experience, and whatever, you know, base tier 1 spells that got tweaked, then I guess you would be able to use the slightly tweaked version. Like, for instance, I think, like Camp Bandit or whatever. But Enchants would come back. Critical would most likely be turned off. And all of the banned cards would literally come back. Now, here is the important piece that people are not thinking about. Maybe some demons that are watching the video, some PvP demons, are thinking about this, right? But most of you are not. So I'm going to raise you this, because most of you are excited about this, right? If we are restricting, or I guess unrestricting, all banned cards, and also like simultaneously restricting no Rochambeau, which would turn off, again, all of this. It would turn off all of the damage path and the nonsense path. That's what I'm going to call it. Not even going to recognize it as Rochambeau. It's just nonsense, right? If we're restricting all the nonsense, that also means that everything that you see on the screen also comes back. Now, some of you are looking at this like, man, I don't care. I'm going to pack all the pre-enchants in the world and you know, Gargantuan and Colossal in main deck, and I'm going to go smack the person on the other side of the duel circle and call it a day. But those of you that aren't thinking that are thinking, nah, that's not worth it. I'm going to go against Wolf Darkblade, and he's going to feint me every single turn, and every single turn that I tower shield, he's going to pierce until I literally can't tower shield, and then he's going to Vengeful Seraph with 4 blades, and I'm going to die. And because I'm doing level 30 PvP, you know, like customized tournament, there's literally nothing I can do. He just wins every single game, and it's rigged, and I'm going to end up quitting again. So that is the question that me and other people set out to go find if we could remedy, right? Can we have all or nothing and base 1, no Rochambeau, but take out all of these problematic cards that we know people are going to ruin this update with? And this is what Ratbeard had to say on stream.
I mean, already mentioned, you know, could we, if we have this tag system, we could create any number of tags that we wanted to. We don't want to create a tag per card. You know, one possible tag that already suggested was item card. Oh, that's an obvious one. You know, can we disallow all item cards? Sure. And then I was thinking about another possible tag that might work for the James/Fred problem. Well, maybe not, but that might be a like what I would say a first age ban list, second age ban list, third age ban list. That might work, right? I mean, coming up with the cards that would go onto that list and receive that tag would be a little more complicated. But that's something that conceivably could happen if we get these tags, right? I don't know that we're gonna get them. Just gonna say.
So there is potential for us to have an all or nothing battle royale old school experience without also bringing in all of these demons of cards into the fray, which would absolutely 100%, because anybody watching this knows Wiz players are absolute demons. They will do anything within their power, even if these tournaments don't actually have rewards, which, by the way, I don't think I've stated in this video, but player-created tournaments won't have rewards. They're just for the sake of having an old-school experience. I think Ratbeard did say that they might make an official tournament out of the most popular tournament being played on Test Realm. So I don't know, there could be like a tournament that becomes an official tournament that you can actually like sign up for prizes, but player created tournaments are just for fun. They don't have any prizes. But Wiz players, again, are demons. They will literally pack Vengeful Seraph, feint, and pierce every single round and shatter if you set shield, even though they're not getting, you know what I'm saying, arena tickets for these tournaments just to ruin someone else's experience. Like, let's be honest, this game's been out for way too long to like deny that fact. So if these options do come to Wiz, that would be absolutely fantastic. The only thing that I would request, now that there are options being talked about to not only disable Rochambeau, disable critical, I mean, even disable Shadow Pips, right? And, you know, have an old school experience with no Spellements, no Rochambeau, is that this, if it is successful and the tech does work, for it to come to practice match, and then by extension, housing arenas. I know that, you know, again, this isn't something that would come to ranked. I know people have been asking for that, and if you aren't aware, this has already been confirmed to not be coming to ranked under any circumstance. KI just doesn't have any interest in supporting any old school systems, or I guess any old school settings of PvP, even if, because I've already asked this question, like, what if players literally stop playing ranked and all they do is old school tournaments? Like, would this come to ranked? And Radbeard said no. So it's not coming to ranked. It is literally just for fun. But dude, I'm literally going to sit here and speak for, like, not everybody, but most of us would literally log back on, buy another membership just to create characters to PvP old school. Like, that sounds genuinely fun. Even if it's not for rank, even if it's not for in-game reputation, that is an experience that I can get behind on my childhood game. That sounds like an experience that I want to do, even if there's no inherent, you know what I'm saying, oh, I won, I get this. I don't care. It's literally just for the old school 1v1 experience. And on top of that, we can mitigate, you know, all these problematic cards. That is a net W, any way you spin the web. And of course, not to mention, because they are tournaments, this also means that 2v2s, 3v3s, and 4v4s come back. Like, you can literally create an old school, no crit, no shad, no gear, no pet if you wanted, crazy meme tournament for 3v3s and 4v4s and 2v2s. All of that comes back in this update if the tech is created, if it is possible, I guess. Which would be crazy, right? Because this entire video I've been talking about 1v1s, but what about 2v2s, 3v2s, and 4v4s? Yes, those come back, and the options do affect those as well. So, no Rochambeau, team PvP? Bro, sign me up, bro. Oh my god. The only thing, again, that I ask for is that this comes to practice match, because practice matches do not require multiple teams to team up, and they are not timed. Anybody can leave whenever they want and not have to feel the stress of ruining an entire tournament, right? Tournaments require multiple teams to sign up, be ready, click the OK box, go to arena in order for the actual tournament to happen. But if these options come to practice match, you can literally see, okay, this player made this match. What level is he? What options is he setting? Do I want to engage in this practice match? Yes. And just go to arena and just do a single match and then be done for the day, however long it takes, right? But tournaments are sanctioned. They're timed. You have to have multiple people online and ready for these things to happen. Are people going to come back in order to facilitate tournaments happening? Yeah, probably, because you're giving us all these options to facilitate an old school setting. But man, if we can have this in practice match and just do this whenever we want without having a lot of people on for a tournament to actually run, that would be crazy. That would be so massive of a dev W. No words, all right? That's all I have to say. But that is pretty much the video. Please let me know what you guys think about this potential huge update. If programming can actually make this happen, let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and I will see you guys next time, whenever that is. Peace.